Hello and welcome to our newscast. My name is Reykjavík Grapevine. I'm an editor-in-chief at the Reykjavík Grapevine. This crazy dog here is, of course, Polly. She's our chief of morale officers. Before we start, we have a wonderful shop. I forgot my map, by the way. I'm going to show you the map. But so it goes. We sell maps. If you want to travel around Iceland, this is valuable. You can buy this in our shop on grapevine.is. And it's a very handy place to visit, both for travel. You can buy like tours from me and from us with me, Polly and Bjartmar. You can also just buy a trip from International Airport of Keflavik to Reykjavík and just simple things like that. And you can get map and you can get whatever, candy if you want. So we're here at Reynisfjara, and there is a tragic reason why we are here. I just wanted to go a little bit over with you what this is, how Icelanders view this, and what have happened, of course, and so on. Yeah, let's just start with this. There was an 80-year-old man that was here last weekend. He was with his family or friends, and he was viewing this beautiful black beach. It's, of course, a very famous Icelandic beach. This is more or less like when you think about Iceland, you think about this. This is this is the most beautiful beach, in my opinion. We have many of these black beaches, but none this incredibly powerful and just interesting in so many ways. So this man, he was here and he went a little bit too close to the fjord, and as you can see, when the ocean is pulling back, it's quite easy to get confused almost. You can also see like there is sand here and not here. It's a bit more rocky here. It means that you're safe here. But these people, they were a little bit closer to the ocean, and you will have these huge waves all of a sudden coming to you. And if you're, let's say, 80 years old, or you're not like very aware of your environment or what's happening, these waves here, they grab you, they take you out, and it's impossible to swim back unless you are incredibly strong and young, and then you have the shock of the cold waters. So this man, he died. He was 80 years old. I mean, we have lost 5 people here in 7 years. I was in the podcast yesterday. I said we have lost 4 people, but this was the 5th man that actually died. So that is corrected here for. But we have lost people here almost every year since the tourist industry exploded in Iceland. And the reason is, in my opinion, the tragic thing that is happening here is that we have spoken often about this before. There is some dispute between the government and the landowners of just what to do. How do we prevent this? There are 6 signs on the way here that says danger. This is not Disneyland or anything like that. This area can be dangerous, simple as that. But how do we make people understand this? That's another thing. I mean, you often see these signs, you don't think much about it, but I mean, the thing is, of course, that when someone says danger, we are almost immune to this often, which is sad in itself. So, the thing is, of course, that we have lost these 5 lives in these 7 years. The government, they want to, one of the ideas is to have they have a risk, they have a committee that is assessing the risk around this area. They've been doing this for 3 years. To be honest, it's a little bit useless, this committee. It hasn't been doing much. They wanted to put some lights here, but the owners of the land, they say, I mean, what are they going to change that the signs do not change? They see lights and what? Also, we have we have a specific projection, what do you call it? When you can see how the tides are. It's at weather.is. But the problem is, and landowners have also pointed this out, that nobody understands this. It's complicated to read this, like how, like, is this violent, is it not? So one of the ideas is basically to make a system with colors. Like today is like a yellow day at the beach, be careful and so on. But still, I mean, it's like, you know it when you see these waves. They are incredibly powerful and so on. And the thing is, of course, Icelanders don't die here, it's all tourists. Of course, what we realize here, also Icelanders are incredibly afraid of the ocean, just to put it out there. We've, like, historically, this is something that is brought up in us. We have lost so many lives in the ocean. But the thing is, as you can see these waves here, and this is the correct way to go about it, you see they go way back. Many people, they make this a game, like going as far as they can and then run away from the waves. This is extremely dangerous, simple as that. Also, if you're not paying attention and you're perhaps standing lower here, it's really easy for these waves to get you. And the wave, of course, in itself will not kill you. What kills you is that they take you back within minutes. And you all of a sudden will find yourself way into the ocean here. And the North Atlantic Ocean is around 4 to 5 degrees right now. You don't want to be in these waters unless you really know what you're doing, actually. So when you're out there, then you have to get back. Now, if you have the energy to go back, good, lucky you. But I think, I mean, I would never manage to do this. You all been in these beaches in, like, in, I don't know, Spain or Greece or whatever, or just in the US or UK, and you all felt this pull from the ocean, and just swimming back, how incredibly hard this is. So this is, of course, something that it's easier said than done, so keep this in mind. Also, not only does these waves pull back and kind of to trick you. I mean, I've done the same thing, to be honest. I haven't always been responsible here. When I was much younger, we played the same game. We went as far as we could, and we actually never managed to run. It always gets you, not like the whole wave, but the ocean gets you, it floods over, and you'll be wet in the shoe. Now, but this area here, this is actually the most dangerous area, because what people want to see are these basalt columns. And they are, of course, beautiful. Polly's trying to adopt people. Not only that, and more dogs. Not only that, most of the people are here, basically. That's what's happening. And when they're here, and we already seen this before, you can see them standing here, and they don't realize how close they are actually to the ocean. And if you are actually, now it's tight, it's not going away, it's coming up, but you can actually go around here and see a huge cave there. A beautiful cave, by the way. If you're not like aware what's happening, it's very easy to like the ocean will basically come as close as it can get to you, and you can be in a life-threatening situation. It's not just like that you will get wet or something. This can so easily kill everyone that it is shocking. Now, what to do? The government, they want... What's it? Iceland 2022. That's good. Yeah, let's go up. The government have some ideas about what to do. They want to have these lights, I guess. They want to have. They're like examining the possibility of just closing the beach, over the year. Like if the weather is specifically bad, they want to close it absolutely down. I'm not a fan of this. I mean, why? If you think about it, it's not that hard to be here, even in the wildest weathers. And I've been here in the wildest weathers. And the only thing is just you have to keep on the beach. Don't play with the sea, basically. So this is like, of course, it's so much about common sense. And I think, in my opinion, this is all about just giving the right or correct information out to people and travelers as well. and just tell them what is they can expect here. And they will be wet here within 10 minutes, I can promise you. It will break on the rocks here, and it will come up here. This is just a typical situation because it's coming all in, and it can go quite high. In the worst winters, it can go all the way up here, but it doesn't happen often, thankfully. Come on. So, the things, of course, they stand in a weird place. There is a debate between the landowners as well as the government of what to do. The government kind of blindsided the landowners, claiming that they have been blocking some of these safety measurements, but the landowners say that's absolute nonsense. They also say there should be just a lifeguard here. A lifeguard would actually be very helpful. I could just tell people here, like, you're in a danger zone right now, you need to come back a little bit. Also, just simple elements here. It's a little bit harder here because the ocean goes so high up here. But if you're like further down, like west of the beach, you can see like there is sand and then there is stone. For example, here is only sand. This means that the ocean goes all the way up here, and it takes everything. But if you go a little bit further here, you will see that it splits into sand and stone. And if you are on the sand, you're actually fine. If you're on the pebbles here, this is the highest zone. It means that when it floods in, it actually goes all the way here. And that will happen before the today is over. So they have to basically stand up around here. Also, these, like, in the wind, these waves will become bigger, more violent, and more just dangerous. So keep in mind, like, the worse the weather is, this will be bigger, and that means they will come. Like, if I'm standing here, they could even, like, perhaps not drag me out, but they will come all the way up here. And as you can see, they are sneaking here. See? I mean, what to say? It's clear that if 6 signs and basic common sense doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It obviously needs something more than science. It needs a human touch, needs to have some education about this, because, well, it is something that not everybody perhaps have in their own backyard like Iceland does. That's for sure. But it is in many places, and you know that probably a spot like this in your own home country. That said, the area is absolutely beautiful. It's haunting, and just you can see these huge columns here. It's not many places. Well, there are many places, but not as accessible as this one. That you can find these beautiful formation of rocks. It's incredible, to be honest. So keep in mind, of course, if you're coming to Iceland, if you want to see Reynisfjara, if you want to visit this place, you need to be very aware that these waves are dangerous. They can easily kill you. If they get you, you are gonna fight for your life. Simple as that. So to stay away from the ocean. Also, don't think that there is some system in this. I've heard that, like, some people say, like, every 7th wave is bigger and so on. There is absolutely no symmetric elements in this. This is as random as it can get. It's just about the wind. It's about whatever. And it can just come here. It can, like, all of a sudden just sweep these people away. You can see this. So that's it for the newscast. Polly, are you done, or? Polly wants more. She's eating so much sand that it's ridiculous. Here you go. Of course, remember to like and subscribe. And also, if you have a friend that is coming to Iceland, send him this video. and just to remind him that this is not Disneyland. This is Iceland. It's a bit harder when it comes to most things, but it's easily avoided if you use your common sense. And buy something from us, please. We always need that. So, goodbye.